Bible College and Academy family is growing in more ways than one. We're excited to have with us today Brother Russell Rundell and his wife Cindy. Russell's our IT director here at Union Bible College. They have a brand new addition to their family. Thank you both for taking time to take five with the president. Why don't you introduce to us our growing member of the UBCA family?
Well, this is Burton Russell Rundell V, and we're calling him Reese. His Aunt Lorna has already given him a nickname, Cinco. And for those of you that speak Spanish, that's 5 in Spanish. So this is Reese. He's just about 2 weeks old.
All right, I understand that your road to parenthood's been a little different than some. Why don't you share your story with us?
Well, we struggled for a while with having children. And through prayer and trying to seek the Lord, we came to the decision that the Lord wanted us to adopt. And we know that adoption is part of God's plan. Even for salvation, we're all adopted into God's family, so it's a natural fit for a Christian to adopt. So we decided to pursue this. We looked around for an agency, and we found Bethany Christian Services in Indianapolis. They're actually a national organization, and they have arms that work in different countries all around the world. But we dealt with their Indianapolis office, and they were very helpful. And after a bunch of paperwork and filing and a long process, we came finally 2.5 years later to this point, and we have baby Reese with us now.
One thing that we thought was really neat about the process, when we prayed, we really kind of wanted a Latino baby, but we were open to, other babies as well. And the really big surprise that God had for us is this baby is 100% Honduran. And that's very special to our family because Russell lived in Honduras for 20 years. So he understands the culture and speaks the language, and we've been privileged to get to know his first mommy and still have some contact with her, and we hope that will continue in the future. We're very proud of his Honduran ancestry.
Well, that is so exciting how God has brought that around in full circle. Now, what about the language? Are you going to teach Cinco, Reese, are you going to teach him the Spanish language as well as English?
We plan to. There's a couple options that we're going to pursue. My dad actually is a pastor at a Spanish church. Well, he helps pastor at a Spanish church in Indianapolis, and we plan on going down there once in a while, just to get around the Spanish language. Also, there's a Spanish camp meeting in the summertime that we plan on attending. We have been attending, and we plan on continuing, and obviously taking baby Reese with us to get more exposure to Spanish. And from time to time, we'll use Spanish at home. Cindy is learning Spanish, and she does pretty well. So we plan on just using it from time to time and help exposing him to the Spanish language to help him pick up at least some. He may not be completely fluent, but at least he'll be able to fend for himself if he gets into a Spanish-speaking situation.
Well, I suppose we might say that you guys have had an early Christmas present. Why don't you tell us a little something about that?
Well, like Russell said, it has been a lengthy process for us, about 2.5 years that we've been waiting since we signed paperwork originally. And we are friends with a veteran missionary that lives in Bedford now, Sister Faith Hemmeter, and she has been praying faithfully, probably every day for us in this process. And one thing that she said, the baby was born on a Tuesday, and she didn't know it because we didn't announce it at that point. But she felt strongly impressed of God to pray on Wednesday, and she didn't know that we were having a very tough day on Wednesday in the waiting to hear from the hospital and all that goes with that. But she said she felt specifically impressed to ask God to give us a Christmas baby. And so she was very delighted to learn the news just a couple days later that we indeed did get our Christmas miracle from God.
Thank you all for taking time to take five with the president and share this beautiful story. This is just another reminder around this most wonderful time of year that God is still at work in our present day. Incarnational living like this is just another way the family at Union Bible College and Academy is changing the world with the unchanging Word.